everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you're all doing really well. Today we're going to be using a super stuffer machine to make one of these amazing stuffed balloons. This one does have an elf in it, ready to come back from the North Pole for Christmas, but it doesn't have to be one like this. You can do this for new baby, you can do it for birthday, you can do all sorts of stuff, and you can put whatever you like inside. You can see the little elf is hanging there by his hat inside the balloon, and he's sitting on all those little balloons and tissue. So I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to show you the machine and just familiarize ourselves with that as well. So without any further ado, let's get started. Let's quickly just go through the things that we're going to need then to make this balloon. So you're going to need a stuffing balloon, and these are a little bit different to normal balloons. So this is a stuffing balloon. This is out of one of these Jamar latex balloon packs, and these ones are printed with the elf welcome back special delivery logo on there, and these will stand neck up. So with a normal balloon, your print is normally that way around so that when it's floating it's the right way around, but with these, because we're going to be tying them from the top, we want the print to be that way up. I've just got some 5-inch balloons here. I've got 3 in this nice green colour and 3 in this red, and I've cut off all the necks on them. I've also made myself a single balloon collar, and this is just two duplets just twisted together. If you're not sure how to make this, there is another video showing you how, so I will link that one down below for you right now, so you'll be able to see that and check out how to make these quads. You will also need some shredded tissue paper, so you can either buy it, or what I've done is just cut myself some 1-inch strips, and I'm just going to put these into the bottom of my stuffed balloon, and this just increases the perceived value of the design for your customer. And so I've got some monofilament line or fishing line. This one is a £25 one. As you can see, we sell this in the shop for £3.99, but you can pick this up anywhere online, or if you've got somebody that likes fishing in your household, I'm sure they can spare you a little bit of that. You only really need about 30 centimetres of this, so you wouldn't really want to go out and buy a 100-metre reel of it just to make one balloon. Then I've got my hand pump. Of course, I have my naughty elf. And then I've got my super stuffer machine and what goes with that. So I'm going to show you that next. As you've just seen then, this is the balloon that we're going to be making today, and the elves are inside it. And in order to make that, you're going to need a piece of equipment called a super stuffer. This is the super stuffer balloon machine. It's pretty old, this one. We've had it probably now for about 15 or 16 years. Let's just have a quick walk through of the machine then and familiarise ourselves with it. So this is a super stuffer. This one is really dirty because I've had it a very, very long time. And to be honest, it only comes out at Christmas time when people are asking for gifts and stuff to be put into balloons. It's a bit dusty, and it just gets kept at the back in the shop. And it's usually used as storage for our cereals and stuff like that. So this is what the machine looks like. So you have got on the top of it, that's my stretcher. So I'll put that to one side. On the top of it, you've got this clear egg-shaped sort of vessel here. And what you do is lift this up. There should be a pin that goes in this section, but we've lost ours. And the reason that we didn't bother to get another one is because we just take our lid off. And you can take it off, put it back on, do what you like with it. In here is a seal, and that just stops the air from escaping from the balloon once you have inflated it, ready to put all your stuff into. The seal on this one does need replacing, but it does still work. You can get the seals directly from Qualitex if you need one, and I think they are £5 plus VAT at the moment, so that's well worth doing if you need to. I don't really use mine enough to warrant getting a new seal. Then on the top of your super stuffer, you've got this pink ring. It's about 6 inches across. This is where you stretch your balloon over and you pop all the things into your balloon through this hole. You've got a fabric protection curtain here that just goes over the top like that. And once your balloon is stretched over the inside of that ring, you pop this little piece of fabric over and you just pop all your stuff in there, and it just stop your balloon from getting damaged, or the neck of your balloon from getting damaged. Then on the side of the machine here, you've got the button that operates the super stuffer. If I just press it, you can hear that, and it sounds a little bit like a vacuum cleaner. So you just keep it held down in order to inflate your balloon. This is another tool that you're going to need as well, because stretching the balloon onto the neck of the super stuffer can be quite difficult, and if you're using one of these it does make it much easier. So what you're going to want to do first of all with your balloon, I'll just pop that down there for a second, is just get your balloon here and you want to turn it inside out. And this just makes sure that the print is on the right side of the balloon when we actually inflate it in the machine. Once it's turned inside out, you just roll that neck down. The next step then is to get the balloon onto the machine. So we've already rolled the neck and we've got the balloon inside out. We're just going to get our stretcher and we're going to close that so that all the prongs are together in the middle. Then you want to get your balloon and just pop it onto there, and then carefully just hold that onto there, and what I do is just get that so it's taut on the stretcher, and then just using both hands. It's quite tough to do as the balloon is really stiff. Stretch that out, just pop that down onto your machine, and then if you just press down, that will come out of there. And what you want to do is just make sure that you've got all of your prongs out from inside your balloon, and then you can press it to open it back up again and it will just come over the top there. So the balloon is now ready to be inflated. So this is a protective fabric cover for the neck of the balloon, so when you're putting stuff inside the balloon it just protects the neck there for you. So I'm just going to press the button on the side of the super stuffer, and what it's going to do is suck the balloon now down into the neck of the machine, and then it'll suck it into the plastic part of the machine. I'll try and film it when it's inflating for you, but I've left my camera at home today, so I'm filming on my phone, so it's not ideal. So I'll start it going and then I'll switch over so that you can see how it inflates inside. As you can see, it creates a really tight seal around the inner circle of the machine. Now you want to fill it with everything that you've got. Next, what we're going to do then is get our elf ready. So all I do normally is just put a little knot into a piece of this monofilament line, which is basically just fishing line, and then I just put it through there on his hat. And then what you need to do is just tie a nice secure knot on there, because if you don't, he will slide down the line and that will not be any good, although it would make him extra naughty. Pop him into your balloon. Then what you want to do is just make sure that your balloon is fully inflated. My seal is broken on this super stuffer. It needs replacing, so it does slowly release the air from the balloon. So I'll just top it up a little bit. And then what you want to do is hold your elf up as high as you can there with one hand, and then really carefully start to release the balloon from the top of your machine. Now, this is really important that you keep it pulled up and you don't let it drop into the machine. So hold on to the neck, pull your elf up as tightly as you can. You can stretch out that wrong neck now. And what you want to do is just tie that in a nice knot in there. Okay, so I've released the pressure from this super stuffer now, so it will pop up. The next step to finish off your balloon then is to add the little embellishments to it to make it look really nice. So I've just made a quad of balloons here, and it's just 4 balloons tied together to make a quad. And all I'm going to do is just tie these onto that balloon. So let's just do that now. I'm just getting the necks of the balloons there, and I'm just going to tie them onto this neck here. This can be a little bit fiddly, but just take your time. If you don't want to do it this way, you could always attach some ribbon and do it that way as well. Next, I'm going to inflate an 18-inch foil with some air. using a piece of 260Q, just a broken piece that is left over. I'm just going to roll the neck down on this. If you're not sure how to do this tying, there is a video showing you how to do it, and I'll link that down below in the description of this video for you to see if you'd like to. Next, I'm just going to stretch that 260Q over the top of my balloons, bring it round at the bottom, and just wrap it around there a couple of times, and then I can tie that off underneath. And because it's springy latex, it's just going to spring back underneath that quad of balloons, and you won't even know that it's there. The last step then is to make a little base for it to sit on, so it just sits up nice and straight and doesn't fall over. So all I'm using for that is just a 260Q, and I'll inflate it maybe 3/4 and then just tie it together in a loop, and then that will allow my balloon to sit on top of it. There's the 3 that I've done so far then. I've got about another 40 to go. So let's get cracking and do all of these balloons ready for the elves to come back on Wednesday. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, I'd love to see you again for another one. Don't forget to subscribe, drop me any questions or comments that you've got down below, and I would love to hear from you. Take care of yourselves. See you soon. Bye.